Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within.
This episode falls under the heading of Let It Rip. Sometimes you've just gotta hit record and let it rip. I definitely have tried to have more cohesive thoughts as I've done some episodes of late. And so it feels like I'm taking a big risk right now, like just letting it rip, just hit and record. I've got some thoughts sloshing around, but they're I don't know, elusive, it feels like. And this morning I did my hour meditation. There's the train. It's one of these days in Encinitas where it's beautiful. Not too hot yet in the summer. Not that it ever gets too hot here, but it's a beautiful day. I've got all the doors open to my little house, and I have a little skylight. I opened that and opened the shade, and so the house is very open. The outside comes in, and hence the train just went by, if you could hear it. Or so it's louder than usual. The birds chirping. I'm not sure if you're catching all these sounds, but it's definitely what's going on. And it's kind of fun. But back to letting it rip. So, I had this really juicy meditation for an hour. Most of it was just centered with the breath. My thoughts weren't running too wild, and I was very breath oriented, and that can be refreshing sometimes to be like, it's really easy to stay on the breath and towards the end or what have you, I did need to readjust how I was sitting. So many thoughts I could talk about right now, but just suffice it to say that I had a great meditation, put me in a really cool state of mind. Then I did my Course in Miracles reading. It was 4 or 5 pages, which that can feel like, what an order, because there's a lot of information coming at you, which is basically like, quit playing God. That's what it ultimately is. Put your ego aside. Put your ego aside. Your ego is stronger than you think, stronger than you know. And I'm just going to gently or not so gently keep pushing that in your face, showing that to you, shining a light on that. Look at this, Misha. Look at this. So, but it was really good. I was really open-minded coming out of that meditation. And then, I've been in recovery for 30 whatever years now. So I jumped on a meeting. I guess we could call that a group therapy. So in the summit, I'm going to have somebody talk about how powerful group therapy can be. And I think, recovery perhaps can fall under group therapy if you're active in meetings and such. But I suppose there's other sorts of more like therapist group therapy as well. But more will be revealed on that. So that was fun. And then, I was out walking along the ocean, the beach, because I was zoomed into that meeting, and I was like, all these great thoughts were just flowing through, and insights, and awareness and not necessarily cohesive, which is fine. But my real point is that I was like, I just gotta, as soon as I get home, sit down, turn on Zoom, and go record. Don't look at the phone. Don't look at all the distractions, because I've been aware that as soon as I do that, as soon as I jump on sort of that, for me, what's a distracted train, my cool thought patterns can disappear into the ether. I'm having fun talking about this. I hope you're having fun listening. So as I was getting close to home, I was like, check your messages, see if anybody called. Like, pull the phone out of my pocket, look and see, did you get any texts? Did anybody call? I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't swipe open on the phone. How sneaky of Apple, and now all the companies too, to have facial recognition. So if you pull out your phone and look at it, it's opening. And that's what they want. That's what they want. It is a conspiracy. I think it's what we want. So here I am. As soon as I opened my computer, oh my gosh, there was, I don't know how many browser pages open, Excel sheets open as I'm categorizing all the subtopics for the conference, all the modalities, all the potential speakers. I've got, like I said, all these browser pages open of all these people that I'm finding. And I'm like, no, don't look. Minimize. And I even had this thought, perhaps I should close those. Maybe a great way to go is to, at the end of every day, have all browsers closed, all spreadsheets closed, all documents closed, applications closed. So that way I'm starting afresh. But what's been happening is, as I've been researching people for the summit, I just keep on finding more and more people that may be a good fit. And so I end up with 20 people, 20 is an exaggeration, 4 or 5 people with all their blogs and Facebooks and Instagrams and it's fun. Maybe this will turn into a 2 or 3 part episode day as I'm going through my thoughts. So the Course in Miracles this morning was really cool. And 2 main thought streams came out of it, which led to lots of theminess around it. So one was, I'll read it. You who have tried so hard and are still trying to fit the better picture into the wrong frame, and so combine what cannot be combined, ... And the idea is that, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to save that for the next episode. I'm going to call it good. I think we're right at about 7 or 8 minutes, and that's the thought you have to look forward to. So I have started to let it rip. I'm in a very juicy thought space right now. So I'm wanting to capture it. See you on the next episode.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved 1 episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.